Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, oh god, my computer almost just fell. Let's just fix that. Okay, it is me, the mysterious cameraman, and today we are going to be doing the fan film wishlist 2024. So I'm doing this a little differently than I have in past years. In 2022, I did it very simply when I discussed why I wanted an Illuminati fan film, and it was very basic. In 2023, I made it again. I kind of evolved it, and it was kind of just me ranting about what I wanted to see. In 2024, I've made it better again, and I've kind of done it again to 2023 as well. So what I did is I kind of made a bingo board. So let's first look at 2023. So here's what all the things I wanted to see in 2023. So we have a few different things. We have things like fan films I want to see, like Ultimate Spider-Man Origins. We also have some ideas, like an Illuminati fan film, an Arrow fan film, and then also some character things like Taskmaster done well, Savitar done well. Then there's a ton of fan films in the other rows. Another idea, like Star Wars fan films not coming out just on May 4th. Crossover fan films, some more Harry Potter stuff. And then some personal stuff like Taskmaster Trials releases, Fan Film Awards 2023. So before we get into what I want to see in 2024, and in 2025 we're going to come back and look at this, and I'm going to see, let's see what actually has happened in this past year. And by past year, this is being filmed on May 17th, so if it's that time. So if a fan film or something comes out in the next year, then yeah. But before we discuss my hopes for 2024 in this year, let's discuss what actually came true. This did not release. I'd say we saw an Arrow fan film. I would not say we saw Taskmaster done well. I did not see any fan films, and I'm very sad about that. I will say I did see Savitar done well. Let's keep moving. Last Hunt got cancelled. Back to Basics did release. Spider-Man Lotus, even though it's controversial, did release. Bounty did not release at this time. Flash Season 2 and 3 did release. No Percy Jackson fan films. I did not see a single one. And that kind of shocked me with the release of the TV show. I had nothing from a Star Wars fan film either. I did not see any Star Wars fan films, I think, between the times of May 4th to May 4th. No crossover fan films. I didn't see really any of those. I wouldn't say I got any more Harry Potter or Slasherverse. Spectacular Spider-Verse didn't release. These two, Impulse and Sleepwalker, didn't release. Taskmaster Trials did release. Superman Solar did release. I wouldn't say I saw many Flash fan films besides Flash Seasons 1, 2, and 3. No Deathstroke, no Mudblood 4, no Jason Todd, and Fan Film Awards. So this is all the things I got in the past year. So very few. How many is that? 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 25. Not great. So now let's look at the fan film wishlist for 2024. Sorry for that quick cut. Here's our board, and I'm going to be talking about each point here, and then we're going to come back in a year and see how many of these come true. So this is going to be kind of similar to the old style, but yeah. So let's see. First is Mudblood 4. I think this is pretty self-explanatory. This is a fan film I've been wanting to see for a while. I heard they're working on it, so I hope it does come out. More Arrow fan films. I know there is New Dawn Fades, but I do want to see more than just that. Because there are so many great Arrow fan films out there, and I just want to see more. Like, I just don't think we've seen that many Arrow fan films. Web of Spider-Man Season 2. This did get announced. It is being filmed. I really loved Season 1. I spoke about that in many videos. So I really do hope I get to see Season 2 in the next year. I loved it, and I want to see more. Keep doing that. Snow White releases. So this is the Daily Wire Snow White fan film, I guess you could say. I'm excited for this. I'm curious. I wouldn't even say I'm more excited. I'm just gonna. Oh, I keep hitting my computer, but I'm more curious about what this fan film is gonna be. I don't even care to see if it's good or not. I'm not a Snow White fan, but I'm just very curious to see how this fan film turns out, and how people think about it. More Flash fan films. This is another one that's carried over between the two. You're gonna see a few carried over, but I just want to see some fun, good Flash fan films, because I feel like we get a decent amount, but we don't get very many. Voldemort's Ashes 2. I think we could get a part 2. Part 1 released at a very difficult time for Conrad Studios because Mudblood 2 and 3 got taken off of YouTube. I don't know if Voldemort's Ashes 2 is ever releasing. I hope it does at some point, though. Spectacular Spider-Verse is another one. I think it is more likely for a 2025 than a 2024 release, but I do hope it comes out in 2024. I can still hope for it. and it's gonna be great whenever it comes out. Flash Season 4, I think this one's very likely that's gonna happen in next year. I know Liam Head and the others have been spending countless hours on this thing, so I do hope it comes out. I hope it does well, and I just want to see it, really. More Captain America fan films. I really don't feel like I see many, and I wasn't really going to put this on the list until I saw Captain America: The Last Avenger. That was a really incredible Captain America fan film, and I know Liam Head is working on a Captain America: A New Age fan film, but I really want to see more. I think that's an untapped character. I feel like most Captain America fan films are very good. Nightwing Rebirth 2, I can't believe I didn't put this on the last list, but Nightwing Rebirth is one of my favorite fan films of all time. And I was kind of shocked that we didn't get any news about anything else in that universe. I do hope we get more in that universe at some point, though. I really hope that wasn't the end of it, but I hope we get something else in next year. Jason Todd releases, I think it's very likely that it comes out. I do see some stuff from High Top Films, so I would not be shocked if we do get a Jason Todd release in the next year. I hope we do, though. A Two-Face fan film. This one's just very personal. I love Two-Face as a character, and I wouldn't even say I want a Two-Face fan film. I want to see him as a villain. I think that we get a ton of Riddler in fan films. I think we get a ton of Penguins. We get a ton of Jokers. We had a ton of Scarecrows as well. A few Red Hoods, I'd say, but we don't really get. We get a decent amount of Batman copycats as well, but we don't get any Two-Face, and that kind of pisses me off because he's really strong, and I do want to see him. Okay, this is our middle spot. A definitive fan film. This is a very special one. What I mean by a definitive fan film is something I'm going to discuss more in the Lost Heart of Fan Films video, which is a huge video releasing on July 31st. But what this basically is trying to say is I want to see a fan film that kind of is like, this is the best fan film of all time. And if you don't get where this is kind of coming from, there was a screenshot released from Gavin Knopf a few months ago when Lotus released, and it was him saying, I want Spider-Man Lotus to be the best fan film of all time, to knock High Top Films and Monsters of Manhattan and all that stuff out the water. Also, I don't think Monsters of Manhattan's on this list. Completely forgot about that, but I want to see that as well. Hope to see that next year. As I was saying, though, I want to see a fan film this year, or like some promotion at least, for a fan film that everyone collectively agrees is the best fan film of all time, so that it's like everyone can kind of come together in the community and be like, this is really a masterpiece. And I have my favorite, Sisters of House Black, but I really do want to see more. I do want to like have a definitive fan film. Lost Man finishes. I think this is a very likely one. I know they've been working very hard on this series. It's supposed to release very soon, actually. But yeah, I'm very excited to see this finish. Star Tours Last Launch. This was a fan film that I reacted to the trailer to on May 4th. I released a ton of videos on May 4th. I was shocked how much I actually filmed that day. But I did not expect to find any fan films I was really passionate about. This fan film was so good, though. I've been very harsh toward Star Wars fan films in the past, but I was very impressed with what this fan film did. I loved pretty much everything about this trailer, so I'm very excited to see this, and it's coming in 2024, so. Spider-Man Bounty releases, I think that this is also very plausible. I just don't know if it is. I haven't spoken to Menacing Studios in a while, so I don't really know. A good Batman fan film. I think we get a ton of Batman fan films, so I don't think we really get so many great ones. Like, I love Batman Ultimate, I love Batman Dark Knight, I love Petty Crime Punisher Returns, but I want to see, like, a really solid one. Kind of like them. I just want to see some other good ones. Slasherverse Season 2, I think it's possible. It got teased that it was going to come out back in 2022. I just don't know if it actually is going to. A Loki fan film. We've got a ton of Loki content, but I feel like this is another one. I think the Loki fan film could be so fun. I just don't think many people have tried to tap into it. Like, I feel like everyone does the Spider-Man, but, like, there's so many other fun characters. An Illuminati fan film is going to keep going on the list until I get one. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm ever going to get an Illuminati fan film. I think it's just too ambitious. But if we ever get one, I'll be watching it. Taskmaster done well is another one that I'm going to keep putting on the list, but I do want to see the character done well. I'm aware that in Taskmaster Trials I did not portray the character as well as I could have. I know that film was not as good as I thought it was at the time, but I do want to see a really solid Taskmaster. I really do. Ultimate Spider-Man Origins is another one, returning one. I just want to see it release. More Harry Potter fan films. I just want to see some really good Harry Potter fan films. We don't get many. We really don't. I don't think I've reviewed any in the past year, really. And I just want to see some good, solid Harry Potter content. Because it's fun. Batman Ultimate Sequel is something I spoke about. I love that fan film. I hope we get more of it. And more X-Men fan films. I just don't think we get much X-Men. So yeah, this is my list for this year. I hope we can get a bingo this year. We didn't get any last year. Let's see if we can get something this year. What do you think is the most likely way? I think it could be this. No, it's not, because Illuminati's here. I don't think it's going to be this row. Don't think it's going to be this row either. I don't think it's going to be this row either. Trying to think, is there any way? I think the definitive fan film is very unlikely. Let's see. It can't be anything with this Illuminati thing. I think it could be this. This seems pretty solid. I think this is very possible. I don't think this is possible. Actually, I think this is actually pretty possible. Except this one. This one's challenging. I don't think this is gonna happen. I don't think this... Okay, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, that's all to say. See you guys in a year, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.